Some women's lust for money costs others dearly.
I want you to break his arms.
A nurse saves her bank balance, not a life.
She gets the house, she gets insurance money.
Do you want your $800 or not?
A sister calls in a family debt.
She took sibling rivalry to an entirely new level.
Willie!
Pay me by the deadline. Are you going to jail?
And an embezzler cooks up more than the books.
The oldest motive on the books. Old-fashioned greed.
These deadly women reap rewards they don't deserve. They have a hunger for cash.
Good morning. How are you today?
Not too bad.
You go with the dragon lady?
1983, Los Angeles, California.
Morning, Mr. Spas. How are you today?
35-year-old Maureen McDermott,
I just need to get your blood pressure.
Nurse Mickey to her patients, has a reputation for caring.
She was a lovely person. She enjoyed life. She was quite the charmer also.
Lights again?
And she isn't just watching over the sick. There's 34-year-old colleague, Jimmy Luna, a lost soul with a short fuse.
Jimmy! What did I tell you?
Did you hear what he said to me?
I don't care what he said to you.
Jimmy Luna survived a terrible childhood.
Would you just go back to work?
He was given up when he was only 6 months old.
I care about you keeping this job.
The family that took him in really didn't want to raise him either.
She was probably a mother figure to him, and he would do whatever she asked him to do.
Mickey has an after-hours reputation, too. She runs with the rich and beautiful of the Van Nuys gay scene.
She started palling around with some female friends that had a lot of money. She'd go out with them, party with them, slowly getting herself in debt, trying to keep up with the Joneses. Mickey was making good money as a nurse, but one job wasn't enough to support the lifestyle she wanted.
Mickey knows about a second job that could help clear her debts. Trouble is, someone else has it. Fellow nurse Dwayne Bell looks after a rich client at night. The job would be the ideal earner for Mickey.
How'd you like to get even with Dwayne?
What do you mean?
I want you to break his arms.
I don't think that people really understand how really cunning that some people can be.
I need his night job.
And Mickey was one of those people.
This is his address.
Mickey's idea on how to get Dwayne's position was not to become a better nurse. Her idea was to have Dwayne's arm broken so he couldn't provide care.
So you'll do it?
Yeah, I'll do it.
I need you to make sure he can't come into work.
The next day, a bright and breezy Mickey arrives at work, thinking her future is secured. Until
Morning, Maureen.
Hi. What happened to you?
These three guys tried to bust in last night and rob me. I don't think they'll be around in a hurry.
Dwayne Bell was a big guy, and that wasn't going to happen.
Hey, you have a nice day.
You too.
Mickey's now desperate for money to sustain her party lifestyle and thinks new acquaintance, 27-year-old Stephen Eldridge, might be the answer.
He connected with Mickey because they had similar backgrounds in terms of they were both gay. He was a gay male, she was a gay female.
I'm moving in.
Amazing!
Amazing.
They became friends and got a place together.
Soon after Stephen moves in,
Need you to sign anything.
Okay.
Mickey makes him an offer to co-invest in her house as a handyman and landscaper. Stephen jumps at it.
She told my brother that she owned the house and, that she was taking this nursing job that was going to take her abroad and that she needed someone help fix it up. And they would eventually sell it so he could make a profit.
It was an older Spanish-style home, so it had a lot of character, a lot of architectural detail that, you can, really highlight. So he was very excited about it.
Stephen gives her $10,000. And to protect their interests, they both take out life insurance policies.
All done.
They had insurance on it, so if anything happened to Mickey or anything happened to Stephen, the other would inherit the property.
Cute.
There's just one detail Mickey fails to mention. She doesn't actually own the house.
Mickey didn't put Stephen's $10,000 towards the house. She just told him that she had.
But it is soon clear that they are not the ideal housemates.
Leave out stuff. I'll do it later.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
It's fine. I'll do it later.
He was a very neat and very organized person, and she was not the neatest person.
We need to talk.
Just months after moving in, Stephen wants out.
Are you okay?
I want to sell the house.
What?
I want to get out.
Are you serious?
I need the money. I want to get out.
But Mickey seems strangely reluctant.
She's dragging her feet on things and not wanting to do things and not wanting to, go forward.
Talk about this later.
Stephen eventually wanted to get his money and get out. This was a big problem for Mickey. She had to come up with a solution. The solution was not going to be favorable to Stephen.
California, 1985. The Van Nuys home of Mickey McDermott and Stephen Eldridge is about to go on the market. When 27-year-old Stephen is the victim of a brutal home invasion.
Man, shut up, I'm gonna cut you.
They basically stripped him down into his skivvies.
He was tackled, he was put on the bed, and he was tied.
Stephen has no idea who is attacking him or why. He only knows he has to run.
Somehow he broke free, and in the night ran out the back door, stark naked, and running down the street yelling, "Help me, help me."
Housemate Nurse Mickey offers the comfort for which she's renowned.
Thanks, Mickey.
Okay. How you feeling?
Not great.
And writes off the experience as a sad fact of life.
They thought it was typical gay bashing. Someone had followed him from the bar and just gay bashed him, and back in the 80s, that was okay to do.
I gotta go to work, all right?
All right.
Mickey's here.
But it's not a gay bashing. It's all Mickey's work.
Steve's out of the way. She gets insurance money. She gets everything that she wants and doesn't have to deal with Stephen anymore.
Her thug, Jimmy Luna, has again failed to deliver for Mickey. She sends him back with reinforcements, brothers Marvin and Dondell Lee. But this time, on April 25th, 1985,
He's not home yet.
Mickey will play a part too. First, she must look like a victim. She has Jimmy slice her chest.
she wanted to kind of organize and orchestrate how it was going to work.
Go wait downstairs.
She was drawing a picture the whole time. She was the Picasso of the murder. I mean, she was the artist.
Then, Mickey indulges in some self-harm.
To make it look like she had been battered, she slammed her head down on a desk, causing a significant hematoma. Hematomas can kill people. Unfortunately, that didn't happen in this case.
Stephen was coming home from a dinner party that evening, and as he was coming in the door, the two Lee brothers and Jimmy Luna were already in the house and jumped him.
Hold him! Go!
This time, Stephen is outnumbered and overwhelmed.
Jimmy Luna proceeded to stab him multiple times.
It's done.
But Mickey's not finished.
Don't forget to cut off his penis.
She gives directions to Jimmy to go ahead and sever the penis.
She wanted him mutilated so that it looked like a homosexual murder.
Next, Mickey calls 911 and does what she does best. Pretends.
Her story was that she was home taking a bath, and these three men, broke into the house and drug her into the bedroom and cut her up and beat her up and then brutally murdered my brother.
Mickey thought she was so smart that she could pull off a murder and fool the entire LAPD homicide unit. But she left out one important thing. The temperature of the water in the bath gave her away. It was inconsistent with what she had told the cops.
Mickey claims the attack occurred 3 hours earlier.
It was obviously much warmer than it should have been. So she had drawn the bath before she called the paramedics.
Mickey is making all the wrong moves.
She says, well, I'll do anything you ask, I said, well, would you take a polygraph? And she said, I'll talk to my attorney. Mickey's response should have been, whatever you want, detective, I will do. Just make sure you find the person that did this to my roommate, That would have been what I would feel was a normal response.
The third strike comes from the Lee brothers. In return for immunity, they give evidence against Mickey and Jimmy. Jimmy Luna pleads guilty to murder and receives life without parole.
It's like she used Jimmy Luna as a stick or a knife, and Marvin and Dondell as a sword and a hatchet. Those were her weapons. People.
In June 1990, Maureen Mickey McDermott is found guilty of first-degree murder and attempted murder. As mastermind, she's sentenced to death and remains on death row.
Mickey's criminal behavior is classic psychopath. She's not afraid to do anything. Murder, mutilation, assault, battery, lying, stealing. That's the mark of a psychopath.
Nurse Mickey had the world fooled that she cared for people. In truth, she didn't mind who she hurt.
This is a case of a really good guy getting something he didn't deserve.
Stephen was always the joy in the room, so there was a lot of people that loved him.
Now the world knows the real Nurse Mickey. when life doesn't go as planned.
You don't care about them or me.
Marie felt that Willie took advantage of her, used her.
You can always count on family.
I can get a gun.
Shooting him, drowning him, throwing him off a cliff.
To die for you.
What brother would think that a family member would do that?
The Great Depression means life in the 1930s is a struggle for many.
During the Depression, you could probably get someone killed, get their throat cut for 25 cents. So times were hard.
But Illinois mother of four, 35-year-old Marie Porter, is luckier than most.
Wait for dinner.
But I'm so hungry.
I know, but just...
At least she can feed her family.
Marie's description of their life on Beacon in the early 30s is somewhat almost idyllic. They take vacations every year. They own an automobile.
Gramps got a gun and he's acting real strange.
Come on!
But they have one problem.
Hi, Dad.
Marie's father, George.
What are you doing?
None of your business.
He's emotionally unstable and getting worse.
George had a revolver that he had used in his last job as a night watchman.
Dad, do you want to give me the gun?
Don't pet me. I'm not your dog.
They felt George was a danger to themselves, to himself.
I know you were planning on getting rid of me.
Now that's crazy talk.
They frankly thought he was nuts and figured that he might use it.
Armed and delusional, George finally cracks in 1935.
George Captain came downstairs and William said, "Good morning." And what he got was shot in the back.
Then George turns the gun on his own daughter.
She tried to get the gun away from her father, couldn't. She got a flesh wound in her arm, ran out of the house.
William!
Her husband put his arms around her and said, "I think I'm finished." And he, of course, did die.
It had to be terribly traumatic when Marie's elderly father shot and killed her husband and shot her 3 times. There's no telling how that might have affected her.
George is committed to an asylum, leaving Marie to raise her children alone. But she has some good fortune.
She was awarded $5,000 life insurance. Now, that was a lot of money in the 30s.
To convert that to modern day terms, that was probably something like about $85,000.
It's a lot of money.
Marie can even afford to take in her unemployed brother, 36-year-old William Capon.
She took him in because he was down and out.
Ralph, upright.
Marie uses the money to go into business, a candy store, hiring family friend, 21-year-old Ralph Gianola. But Marie soon finds out that during the Great Depression, fancy candy is a luxury most people can't afford.
Hi, how can I help you?
Just a dime's worth of mints, please.
Will we have some beautiful chocolates?
Oh, no, thank you.
Over the next 2 years, Marie's sweet tooth costs her dearly.
Just a dime, thank you.
By spring of 37, she has really hit bottom financially.
Marie's almost in the gutter, but life for her brother William has never been better.
I'm getting married.
He's even planning to marry.
Is everything okay?
Willie, I'm struggling. I could really use some help.
She had asked her brother for some money because she felt like she was going broke. And she did have 4 children to support. William couldn't give it to her, or wouldn't.
What would you have me do, cancel my own wedding?
When she was in danger of losing her candy store and the house, I think she became resentful.
Don't you care about your nieces? You don't even care about them?
Of course I care about my nieces. How can you even make it about that?
Marie took sibling rivalry to an entirely new level.
Thanks a lot, Marie.
If William won't give Marie any money, she knows another way.
William had $3,300 in insurance policies, and Marie was the beneficiary. It probably seemed to be the quickest and easiest way to get her hands on the money she needed.
There's just one problem. William will soon have a wife.
And the day he got married, that life insurance would be signed over to his wife to be the beneficiary. This caused Marie to hatch a plan.
It's time for young Ralph to win Employee of the Month.
There was no more time to be wasted.
Wow.
Isn't it beautiful?
1937. On the eve of their wedding, 38-year-old William Capon and his fiancée prepare for their big day in St. Louis, Illinois.
You've got to be back here in 8 hours.
They were making last-minute plans for their wedding the next day.
We're lucky if I sleep at all.
Like any young couple, I suppose, getting ready to wed. Very happy. Big moment in their life.
But as William plans the rest of his life, his sister Marie is plotting to end it. Marie convinces her young and gullible employee, Ralph, to help.
I can get a gun.
Marie was able to actually sit down with Ralph and discuss various ways to kill William.
Or wood alcohol.
Shooting him, drowning him, throwing him off a cliff.
Bullet to the head.
None of it was too bad for Marie.
They have to decide quickly.
And just, you have to get it done before the wedding.
She offered Ralph $800 of the insurance money and kill him now.
With just hours to go, Marie entices William out for a pre-wedding drink.
Come on. I don't want any more whiskey.
With Ralph and his younger brother, John Giancola.
Where the hell are we going? Can we please just go home? I gotta get married in the morning.
He said, I'm supposed to be married at 10 o'clock. You know, it's just several hours until then.
They don't drive to a bar.
And I drive a couple of miles out of East St. Louis.
One more bar. I don't want to go to any more bars. Will you take me home, please?
When Marie pulls out the automatic that she had gotten from Ralph, and then
Willie
starts to talk to Willie, who turns around. And then she shoots him through the left temple.
Marie kills her brother like it's a household chore.
Well, that's over with.
After she shot him, she said, well, that's over with.
Get out. Get rid of him.
I wouldn't think that William would ever have guessed that his own sister would have him killed. What brother would think that someone would do that, a family member would do that? They dragged his body out into a field, and it was very, very seldom used. So they thought that was a good place to dump him.
"10 a.m. the next morning. Willie's bride is getting ready for her big day. That will never come.
William's fiancée, Irene, was waiting for him to meet her at the house. He never showed up.
And she had no way of knowing why. Must have been a horrible moment.
Irene's heartbreak is complete when William's body is found dumped in a field. The tragic story grips the press and the community. But there will still be a wedding.
One day after he had been murdered, a reporter went to Marie's house, and he described what he called it was all sorts of revelry, drinking, partying, music, loud music, obviously a very good time.
Hey, handsome.
Are you Marie Porter?
Yes, I am.
I'm a reporter here about your brother Willie.
Oh, yeah, Willie.
Marie threw a wedding party for her 15-year-old daughter because, well, she didn't want things to go to waste that were supposed to be for William and Irene.
Marie's opportunism rings an alarm for investigators.
Because they seem to be having a big celebration, and here the brother has just been found with a bullet in his head.
That was found in the car you rented. Can you explain that?
They put the heat on her young employee, Ralph, who has a suspicious rash on his arm.
Ralph had dumped William's body out in the field, and he got poison ivy on his arm. Police had noticed that there was a lot of poison ivy in that field. And when that was revealed to Ralph, then he began to spill beans.
She did it. I was just the driver.
A confession, bullet shells, and blood-stained clothes seal Ralph's fate.
Pistol is in my shed in a cigar box.
And he takes his brother and his boss with him.
Ralph testified against her at trial. The jury found Marie and Ralph guilty of murder, and they were sentenced to be electrocuted. Marie showed no emotion.
On January 28, 1938, Ralph Giancola dies in the electric chair. 10 minutes later, Marie Porter is executed for first-degree murder.
Before she was executed, she said that she did not hold any malice toward anyone and said, "May God have mercy on my soul."
Well, she had no mercy for Willie, so who knows what God would think of her.
The Great Depression causes many people to do things they wish they hadn't.
Do you want your $800 or not?
I'll pay you back.
Usually because they had to.
Why would they spend any money?
Marie Porter doesn't have that excuse.
I think Marie knew exactly what she was doing. I don't think that Marie cared about many other people. Everything was about her.
If Willie hadn't been worth more dead than alive, he wouldn't have been murdered. This killing was motivated by revenge and greed.
Pay me by the deadline, or you going to jail.
When you have money, you can count on two things.
Money became more important than anything.
Others will want it.
The oldest motive on the books. Old-fashioned greed.
And you'll never really be safe.
This might be the true definition of a deadline.
(1982), Dean, Texas, ranching country. It can be a hard life if you don't have enough help. 41-year-old Jerry Sternadell needs a hand.
Jerry's having problems with the business, but it's the good kind. He's too busy. He can't keep up with all the accounting.
So tell me, do you have any bookkeeping experience?
No, but I'm really good with figures and I learn fast.
His wife, 36-year-old Luann, thinks her good friend, 25-year-old Deborah Lynn Baker, is the answer.
We'll give you 2 weeks to prove yourself.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Sternadell.
Awesome.
Jerry's wife, Luann, begged him to take on Deborah as an accountant, but she had no background in that field.
Jerry is a tough boss.
You either loved him or hated him. He would do anything for you if he liked you. And if he didn't like you, well, watch out.
Jerry's first wife, Jeannie Walker, says his abrasive manner grew with his wealth.
Yesterday you were a half an hour late, and you promised me it would never happen again.
And he started treating people pretty bad. And he said, if you've got money, you can do anything you want to do. And everybody else will do whatever you want them to do.
Wife Luann and her friend know how Jerry can be. The girls are always there for each other if things get tough.
Oh, wow. Oh, try it on. They were a lot closer than even sisters might be, you know, and everywhere Luann went, Luann was never without Deborah.
They start to hang out together. They start to go have a couple of cocktails together. They start to get to yapping, and they become what? BFFs.
For 8 years, it's a happy trio. Until 1990, when Jerry finds he has a problem.
All of a sudden, his checks are bouncing all over the place.
This can't be, Jerry says. This can't be. We're making a lot of money here. Why aren't my bills getting paid?
Jerry calls in an auditor.
There are some serious discrepancies here.
And the CPA said, Jerry, we've got some discrepancies here in the bank accounts.
How much are we talking?
Around $35,000.
$35,000?
From this account alone.
He said, I found about $35,000 missing from one account.
There are a lot of transfers to Deborah Baker's account. Did you authorize those?
No, I did not.
The question is, was it a mistake or embezzlement?
It's unbelievable.
A furious Jerry confronts Deborah and his wife.
That's the date I go to the police if you haven't paid me every cent that you've been stealing from me.
What are you talking about?
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
He thinks they are in cahoots.
I know you're in on this.
Jerry gives Deborah a deadline to pay back the money.
He's taking me through the books.
He said, I damn sure better have my money back by Memorial Day.
Or he'll call the police.
He said he was going to have her arrested because she was embezzling money from him.
And file for divorce.
This might be the true definition of a deadline.
As Memorial Day looms, there's no sign of the money. But Jerry has something else to worry about.
Suddenly, Jerry becomes ill. He begins having problems with his stomach. He begins vomiting a lot. Lots of diarrhea. Lots of aches and pains. Something's wrong.
You'll be fine, honey. The doctor's got to keep you for a few more days.
It could be a viral infection, but only tests will tell. And it seems the virus is going around the ranch. A house guest, 19-year-old Tom Bradley, also falls ill.
I decided to help myself to some cran apple juice in the refrigerator.
Tom remembers it to this day.
Instantly, when I took a drink, it started burning. I would say probably within 10 minutes, I was sick on the floor.
He's sick as a horse. He was so sick that they took him up to the hospital.
Sharing the same mysterious symptoms, these two men have one other thing in common. The juice. It's Jerry's favorite.
Well, you've got two people sick, two people drinking the same juice. Now, either the juice is bad or somebody's making it bad.
Texas, 1990. Just outside of Wichita Falls, in the small town of Dean, millionaire Jerry Sternadel's battle with his bookkeeper is on hold while he battles a mystery illness.
He's got diarrhea, stomach cramps, really sick, throwing up, deathly ill.
Just be still now. Be still.
The day before Memorial Day, the money had not been put back, and Jerry mysteriously became very, very ill.
Coincidence? Jerry doesn't think so.
Trying to kill me.
We need some help in here!
He tells the medical staff the 2 women in his life are responsible.
When a person's sick in a bed, vomiting, fighting for his life, says he thinks he's being poisoned, they should be listened to. He's probably right.
We're just gonna get some lunch, honey.
Test results confirm Jerry hasn't got a virus.
He had enough arsenic in him to kill an elephant.
The thing about arsenic is, it just doesn't wind up in your system. Somebody put it there.
Doctors now know what's wrong with Jerry, but they can't cure him.
Once arsenic at a lethal level enters your system, there's no turning back. Once it gets into your organs, that's it. Arsenic is a terrible, terrible way to go.
They were going to keep doing everything they could, but he didn't have a chance.
Jerry dies on June 12th, 1990. Soon after,
Can I speak to the police commissioner, please?
the police receive an anonymous call from the hospital.
A man has died here in hospital, a millionaire by the name of Jerry Sternadel. He had very high levels of arsenic in his body. I think he may have been murdered. No, I don't want to give my name.
But police have little evidence until a teenager comes forward.
I had to go to the hospital.
Then Thomas, the kid who was staying over at the house and ended up in the hospital, he comes forward. Ha, listen, I got sick too.
Tom Bradley tells the police he got sick from drinking Jerry's favorite juice.
The vomiting and diarrhea and just out of it, just hurting.
Tom volunteers to be tested.
My test results came back at the late. I say, well, you definitely ingested arsenic.
So cops are interested in this, big time.
The police search Jerry's ranch. They find a trash pile, and lo and behold, a cranberry juice bottle. But there's something odd.
That cranberry juice bottle had soap suds on the inside. I wonder why they'd be trying to wash out a cranberry juice bottle that they're gonna throw away.
It is a sloppy cleanup.
Inside the cap, they find traces of arsenic.
There's poison, but who put it there? Trash isn't the only thing the murderer leaves lying around.
A guy who owns a storage unit facility calls up police and says, I think you ought to get down here. He had someone who hadn't paid her bill. Well, he goes into the storage unit, and what does he find in there? He finds all kinds of documents relating to Jerry.
The police find something of even greater interest.
Hey, look at this.
They find a bottle of arsenic. What could be better evidence?
The unit is registered to Kathy Simmons.
Well, it was in a fictitious name, but the name had the address of Debbie Baker out in Holiday, Texas. That was Debbie Baker's address.
In 1994, Deborah Lynn Baker goes on trial for murder. Prosecutors argue she couldn't return Jerry's money, so she moved his deadline permanently.
The jury agreed that Deborah Baker poisoned Jerry to death. She had the ulterior motive, she had the means to do it, and the opportunity.
Deborah also wanted to help Luann, who was never accused of any involvement in the crime.
She did it to help out her friend, and she didn't want her friend to get divorced because she knew she wouldn't wind up with anything.
Deborah Lynn Baker is found guilty of first-degree murder. Astonishingly, she isn't sentenced to a single day in prison.
That should have resulted in a heavy prison sentence. But oddly, she got 10 years probation instead.
We were all stunned. After she had been given first-degree murder, then they come back with probation.
The surprise leniency comes courtesy of the jury.
Did Deborah get away with murder? And in some respects, she did. In other respects, she has to live with herself.
9 years later, old habits catch up with Deborah Lynn Baker.
When Deborah was on probation, she wrote a forged check in another county, basically a violation of her parole from the murder trial. For that crime, she was sentenced to 10 years in prison.
She gets ultimately 10 years for all those crimes. 10 years for killing a man and forgery. It's remarkable, really.
These deadly women saw family and friends as dollar signs. Maureen McDermott swindled her housemate to death. Marie Porter killed her own brother for easy money. And Deborah Lynn Baker took a life to balance the books. They all put their desires before lives. They had a hunger for cash.